survey to all the guys at Cornell that I've gone on dates with. This video is basically gonna see what they said in the survey. Let's first go through the survey together. I start off the survey by saying, if you got this survey, it's because we went on at least one date. LOL. I hope you are having a good summer wherever you are. This is a YouTube video idea I was thinking about, and it'd be great if you can help out. If not, no worries, I'll see you in the fall, or not if you have already graduated. Because I sent out the survey to everyone I've ever met, like since I started Cornell, so that was my junior year. So I started out in 2016, so this is anyone I've been on dates with that I still have their contact information from 2016. Wish you all the best and thanks in advance. So my first question was, what's your name? And just so you know, leave it blank if you're not comfortable. Just because like, if they're not comfortable putting their names in, that's totally fine. I could probably figure it out just by like the other questions, who they are. And also I know who I sent out the survey to, so it's like easy by process elimination, so they don't necessarily have to like tell me their name. Then second one, I said, give me a fake name since you're friends and / I still go to Cornell, and this will be the name I use in the videos. In the video, you're not gonna see their actual names, you're gonna see the names that they want me to use. Yeah, whatever they fill out for that question, I'm going to just use that name. Did you think I liked you? Did you ever like me? And then for those, I gave them options of yes, no, kinda, not sure, and then other. So other, they can just fill it in and write whatever they want. Rate my physical attractiveness. So I gave them from a scale of 0 to 10. 0 being, yikes, my eyes burn looking at you. And 10 being, I'm a goddess. That will probably hurt my ego, that question, depending of course on what people say. Next, I asked them, rate my personality. So I also gave them a scale of 0 to 10. 0 equals boring, 10 equals a nut job. Me sending this survey was probably like very weird to begin with. So I would not be surprised if people gave me 10s. But if people gave me 0s, I would be very offended because I don't think I'm boring at all. Rate our date just because I'm just curious as to what they think of the date we went on. 0 to 10 again, and then 0 being wish we never went on a date, which I hope no one feels that way, and 10 equals went well. The next is first impression of me. I'm always just curious as to what people's first impression of me is, so I'm intrigued as to what people write. This is also another one where people just write in and see what they say. Then I asked, what terms are we on? So I gave them the option of saying good, we say hi in passing, we don't talk, and don't contact me ever again. Hopefully no one says don't contact me ever again. And my final question is, any last words? So I gave this a couple days. Let's look at these responses together. We have 10 lucky participants who got to be featured in this video. There was 5 other people that also responded, but in this video would have been super long. So let me know if you want a part 2. Besides James 2, I really have no problem with anyone here, but make sure to keep on watching to see what they said about me. First person, they want to call themselves David. I have nothing bad to say about David. David was a great guy. Don't think we meshed that well. I mean, like, we're friendly, but I don't think we were compatible necessarily. But let's see what he has to say about me. Did you think I liked you? Kinda. I guess in the beginning, I think with anyone, like when you go on a first date, of course you go in thinking, okay, you kind of like them, but not necessarily like, oh, I like them. You know what I mean? Then, did you ever like me? He kind of liked me. Okay. He gave me a 7 for physical attractiveness. I'll take that, because I would say I'm not a goddess, so I think 7's a safe number. On personality, 7. I think that's also acceptable, like an average. Rate our dates, 7. All right, we went on a coffee date. You're gonna see that a majority of these dates, we went on coffee dates. I went on a coffee date, had a chat, it was fine. Nothing crazy to talk home about. There's no crazy story associated with this. So David was a good guy. You are really friendly in class to everyone and dress nicely. I'm actually very happy about the dress nicely part because I do think I dress nicely in general when I'm on campus. What terms are we on? We say hi in passing. And then any last words? Pretty sure he ghosted me. I don't think I ghosted him per se. I stopped talking to him, but I think we mutually ghosted each other. So I don't think I ghosted him. David, you're a great guy, and I'm happy that we say hi in passing. So let's keep it going. Next, we have Martin. He thought I kind of liked him. Classic, kinda. 7, 7, 7. First impression of me, you're smart. Thank you. I'd like to think I'm smart. We say hi in passing. Yeah, we do. Martin is someone I went on a date with in 2019. It was, I think, my first semester of grad school. I don't see him that often, but when we do see each other, we do say hi. And then he said, your research is super interesting, but you never seem interested in talking about it. Martin, because you were just constantly asking me questions about it. So like, I remember this date, we went to get coffee. This time it was in CTB, so it was in College Town Bagels. He just kept on asking about my research. And like, don't get me wrong, I love when people ask me questions. I kind of gave a brief overview of what my research was, but I didn't want to continue going on and on talking about it, just because like that's something I have to like work with like every single day as work. As part of a grad student, I do research every day. I don't exactly want to talk about it on a date, if that makes sense. People go on dates like in the real world. You don't necessarily want to talk about your work after work, just because like you just gone through a whole day of work, and you know what I mean. I was probably just getting slightly annoyed that he was just constantly asking me about research stuff, and I was just like, let's move on, let's change the topic, you know. Nice guy, just seemed very interested in my research, which is not a bad thing. Next we have Jason. Okay. He said kind of liked him, kind of liked, you know, kinda. 7 for attractiveness, 7 for personality, 7 for dates. I'm starting to think that people are just picking 7 because like it's a safe number, you know. He said 0, obviously that's awful, and a 10 would be like extreme. I guess I'm an average person. I'm the average Joe, the average Sam, if you will. I personally like the fill in your own response type of questions. You're very strong-minded. Is that even a word? I'm not sure, but I guess I have strong opinions. If it's a topic I care about, I will have strong opinions about it. But I guess I don't think that's a bad thing. We say hi in passing. I mean, we rarely see each other. He's just a grad student, and he's not an MBA student. And I take a lot of classes in the Johnson School, which is the business school at Cornell. So we don't really see each other that often, but when we do, we just say hi. Any last words? Or are you still doing TikToks? I don't do many TikToks on my personal one. I do TikToks on the company that I work for Garbanzo. So I do TikToks for them. So yes, I am still doing TikToks. I'm glad that he remembered. I guess that's a memorable thing about me. So far, nothing bad has come out of these answers, which I guess is a good thing. I mean, I don't want someone to say something negative about me, but we'll continue going down this list of things and seeing what people say about me. Okay, James. Let's see, James. Kinda, okay. 7, 8 for personality. Ooh, what a change. 7, okay. Thought you were an MBA student because you were in a lot of my classes. Yes, so I do take a lot of classes in Johnson School just because I am interested in those classes and that topic. I'm more interested on the business side. For a PhD, you're allowed to have 2 minors. One of them is like economics. So that's why I take classes in business school, and just because they have a lot of classes that I just really want to take. We don't talk. Correct. Just because also he graduated. This was also my first year of grad school. He was a second year MBA student, so now he would have been gone. It was very nice meeting you when I was at Cornell. Maybe our paths will cross in the future. I think right now he's in Chicago. I'm not entirely sure. I think we have each other on LinkedIn. Surprisingly, a lot of my dates will add me on LinkedIn, which is a weird thing. I mean, go for it. We have another James. Not like his name isn't James, but someone decided to name themselves James. Okay, James. Did you think I liked you? Not sure. Ooh, things are changing up a bit. And not sure. He wasn't sure if he liked me. Oh Jesus, I know who this is. 5 for physical attractiveness. I think I know why. 5 for personality. Okay. 2 for how the date went. This was a guy I've talked about in a past video before. He was the catfish guy. Okay, so his first impression of me. It's hard to schedule time with you. You talk very fast and short. You talk very fast, short. I'm assuming he thinks I'm just short. Yes, I am short. I am about 5'3". We don't talk, correct? And our date was less than an hour and you cut it short because you had a problem set to do and you never answered my text again. Sir, if you're watching this, James, you catfished me. This was senior year of Cornell. I literally told his story on my live stream, but basically, long story short, he looked nothing like his picture. Well, he looked like his pictures, but his pictures were like 5 years old. So a lot has changed appearance-wise between those 5 years. Yes, I lied about the problem set. I just wanted to leave the date because I wasn't having a good time. I probably should have not just ignored your text. I probably should have been more mature about it. That was senior year Sam. This new Sam is very much more mature. I should have been more straightforward. You also should not have catfished me, and you should also use more recent photos than photos that are from like high school. That's all I have to say. We have Chris. He filled in the other for did you think I liked you. Said if you did, you have a really weird way of showing it. He liked me. Cool. 8 for attractiveness, 8 for personality, and 8 for a date. Pretty solid. Down to do anything. That's pretty accurate. We don't talk. Yeah. Let's see. You stopped talking to me / pretended like we never gone on dates when we see each other on campus. It was nice seeing you this last semester though. So it's not that like I pretend to not see you. I don't think I ever said this on his channel, but I'm like blind. By blind I mean I need to wear my contacts more often, and I just choose not to wear my contacts, and I hate wearing glasses, so I just kind of walk around like kind of seeing the figures of people but not really knowing who they are until like they're up front in front of me. I don't think I was ever purposely ignoring you. I probably just didn't see you, which is like an issue that I could remedy by just wearing contacts. But we had 2 dates. This was my first semester of grad school. I was just very overwhelmed my first semester. I shouldn't have been on the apps at all. I don't know why I was, and I wasn't purposely ignoring people or just choosing not to talk to them. I just was very overwhelmed my first semester. So I'm very sorry that I didn't respond to you. You were a nice guy. That's all I have to say. It was nice seeing you again last semester. Next is Eric. Hi Eric. Eric and I are actually buds now. Hi, did you ever think I liked you? No. I actually did like you. Did you ever like me? No. Nice. 7, 8, 10. So I would say our date went pretty well. First impression, a lot of energy. Cool, cool. We're on good terms, yeah, we're friends. I told you I only saw us as friends, and I'm surprised you actually made an effort to be a friend. To be honest, when you told me you wanted to just be friends, no, I felt rejected, of course. But I'm happy that we're friends because you're a really nice person, and I think that was the right move. Because now that I know you as a friend, I don't think we would have worked very well. I'm glad you were really upfront and honest about it, and I'm glad that we both were like able to be mature about it and actually like became friends. Because you know, when people say, oh, let's just be friends as a rejection text, like most people don't mean it, but he actually meant it and I meant it, and I was like, yeah, I would actually want to be your friend, because we really did have a good conversation. Next up we have Matt. He says, I think you're just super friendly to everyone. Yes, I would say that's pretty accurate. He said kinda. Cool. 7, 8, 3. Okay. Oh, I know why. He says has a lot of odd sayings. I think there's some phrases I say a lot. I don't think they're odd. We say hi in passing. Yes, that is true. Any last words? Next time, just reschedule the date if you're tired. Yikes. This is again first semester of grad school. I literally don't know how I fit the time to actually go on these dates. I was just drowning in work. I was definitely super tired. This date was actually later, like towards nighttime. So it was like dinner, and I just couldn't sit through a dinner. That doesn't give a right for me to be like in a bad mood. I don't think I was in a bad mood per se, but I was definitely very tired, and I think it was very clear. So I'm really sorry we didn't have a great date. I probably was just not in the mood to talk. Now if I'm not in the mood to go on a date, I kind of tell the person ahead of time and we just reschedule for a different time, just because I don't want to put someone through like a bad date. So I'm really sorry that you had to go through that. I hope you're doing well though. Next we have Charlie. Kinda. 7, 7, 6. Okay. We met at a party and thought you were chill. We don't talk, correct? Because you're no longer in Ithaca. This was my junior year of college. You were always too lazy to make the trek to college town, so we just never ended up hanging out. That's pretty accurate. So Charlie and we got along pretty well. I'm just a lazy person when it comes to dating. Like, it has to be somewhat convenient in order for me to want to go on a date. I definitely was way too lazy to make the trek. Next we have David. David said, you never seemed very present and never knew what was going on. I don't know how I feel about that. 6, 10 personality. So at least I have a personality since I don't have good looks. 4 for our date. First impression, energetic and scattered. We don't talk. No, we don't. And why do you keep swiping on me but not talk to me? I can be a lazy swiper at times. I will swipe right on people that I've ever met. just because, not because I would want to go on a date with him. I don't know. I would not really pay much attention to my swiping habits, but I swiped right. That means you had to have swiped right on me too, so it goes both ways. So yeah. Now we're done with the survey. All in all, I would say not bad. Not that I thought I would get like negative responses from people, but this is the opportunity for people to just like, you know, talk smack about me. And he didn't. I'm very shocked. This was probably the weirdest thing I've ever done. Actually, no, I've done weird things. The only thing I was like kind of peeved about was the catfish guy. I think you were in the wrong in that situation, but whatever. Thank you to everyone that participated in this. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys liked this video, and I'll catch you in my next one. Peace out.